Now it is.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Of course, I'm your host Spivey, and with me again is
Des, what's up, guys? Yeah.
now she's whispering. I don't know if you can hear her.
What's up, guys? It's Des. Did you hear that now?
I
Des.
did.
It's Des. D-E-Z.
She's here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Out here.
We here.
Out here.
All right. So, as you may be able to tell, the topic of this video is Des on trains.
Yeah.
So, for many of you are aware of what a train is, but for those of you who are not familiar,
I feel like everyone in this
With
age group
what a-
should know. If you're watching this, you should know what the fucking train is. But I'm sorry. In the off chance you don't, he'll explain it.
no. I want you to explain.
Okay, a train is whenever you have multiple dudes like fucking you like back to back.
It could be girls.
I
It
don't
could
think
be
that's
girls.
just considered an orgy.
No, that
It's
could be
sexist
girls.
as fuck, but I feel like it is considered an orgy at that point.
No, that's just heaven.
If it's a male and multiple women, it's considered an orgy. If it's a girl and multiple men, it's considered a train, which is super sexist. You know what? I'm gonna go by what you're saying. It's sexist. So you know what? Multiple women. Basically, if you in one sitting are fucking multiple people at a time, like back to back, like in sequential order, then like it's a train. Is that a good
That's close enough.
definition? Alright, but that's my definition of a train, so.
So, with that being said, this is going to clearly be some thoughts based on her understanding of thoughts on trains.
Yeah.
To start that off, the very basic question, have you ever had a train?
No.
Would you ever have a train?
I don't think so, no.
Why not?
It's just too many dicks to concentrate on at once. Like, that's too much. Because my thing is like...
The liquor
excuse me,
burps
sorry.
is just killing.
I'm so sorry. Unladylike. But, like, I don't know. I just feel like there's, like, such a thing as too much. And, like, I don't know. I'm, like, a pleaser. So it's just, if I had two guys, and I would want to make sure that each is getting, like, equal amount of attention.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't, like, multitasking is not my strong suit when it comes to sex. Because I'm just, like, a free spirit, like, as far as sex is concerned. Like, I don't know. I've had people tell me that, like, I'm a completely different person during sex as I am just, like, in general. Which I don't agree with. But I kind of get, because, like, I just, like, I don't really have any, like, reservations. I'm not, like, I don't know. I have, like, zero insecurities whenever I'm having sex. So it's just, like, I don't, like, particularly, like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
I can only take your word for that scenario. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
I
in
have
general,
been in trains.
like, for
I
me,
have...
like, sex is, like, a freeing thing, so I don't have any, like, I don't have any caps. I'm just, like, if I'm wanting to do something in the moment, I'm gonna do it. If it's something that you don't like, then, like, you'll let me know, but I'm just gonna do what I feel like doing, like, because sex, like, to me, is, like, a very freeing, like, moment, and I don't really have, like, any, like, insecurities or, like, any, like, oh, well, what if they don't like this particular thing? We'll just try it, and if you don't, you'll tell me, and then it'll be fine. So, like, I don't know.
All right, so with that being said, so we have your basic, and we're going to come back to your thoughts on it. First, I want to go ahead and bring up a lady who has made a little bit of a name for herself online on the internet because of a train situation.
Oh my god, this chick is ridiculous.
That's what I was setting up for you,
Yeah, okay.
as you can see up here.
Gotcha.
You've already seen it, so you already
I have
know.
seen it, so I am familiar. This is the first time that, like, I've been...
I already have to deal with that for the rest of my life that I got trained. I already know that. You guys making it seem like that I don't know that it didn't happen. I can't change that. I can't do nothing. So why are you guys going to sit there and keep on bringing that up? That's what I want to know. Why are you guys going to sit there and keep on bringing that up like that's a joke? Like if that's funny? Like you guys think that's funny for a whole female to get trained? You guys think that's funny? Still hurt over the fact that my ex-boyfriend will never understand how bad he hurt me.
Pause. So her first statement was like that a whole female got trained. Could have been half a female. All you need is the back half, I guess. For a train to work, you don't need the back half. She could be like a hole in the wall and just toot it up and put it through the hole, and you could train that hole.
What the
Like,
fuck, dude?
I'm just saying.
I guess, yeah.
You know, she's like, oh, do you think it's funny to a whole woman? Yeah, a little bit sometimes. Shit can be funny.
I don't know. If it's a consensual train, then I really don't give a shit. Like, if
It
that's
has
something
to-
that you decided to agree to, then, like, don't sit here and try to, like, have tears running down your face and shit. Because, like, that's something that you're ashamed of. Like, I feel like there are people who have done stuff that they're ashamed of. You don't have to share that. You are probably more than likely the person who decided to put that information, like, online so that it's available to the whole fucking world. So if you took it upon yourself to say, oh, I got ran a train on, and, like, I just had a train, it was amazing, then, like, cool, that's your personal preference, so don't be trying to be, like, all shamed and just, like, crying and shit whenever people take it to the most level, because, like, I feel like a lot of people probably aren't as, like, open sexually as most people are, even though we do live in that day and age and that time where, like, it's, like, more socially acceptable to be, like, sexually open. That doesn't really mean that everyone is taking, like, advantage of that thing. So, like, if it's a person, like, if it's someone who, like, you did that and then you personally feel some type of way about the decision that you made, and then you're internalizing that and you're, like, crying now, just like, oh my god, it's fucked up that, like, a person got a train rail, but also if you consented to that train, then why the fuck are you crying?
Yeah, no, bear in mind, we're only talking about consensual trains. Because
Yeah,
if
for
it wasn't
sure.
consensual, then it's rape.
And that's a completely
And
different
then
story.
everybody needs to go to jail.
Yeah.
But in a consensual situation...
Which it seems like this is what she had, because another video...
We're going to get to it.
The other video is completely different, but I just feel like at that point, if that's what you decided upon, then, like...
Well, I want to point out, true, we don't know the whole story.
True,
All we have is this edit that was loaded to WorldStar.
For sure.
So, from the edit, from the details that it says, is that she blames her ex because she went and got a train.
Yeah.
I had an ex.
How real that is, who knows?
I had an ex who, when we broke up, she went out and wilded out and then blamed me because she decided to go wild out. Because I hurt her feelings or hurt her heart, whatever. Like, don't blame me because... And she ended up pregnant. She had a kid. So, don't blame me because you went out and wilded out. Yeah. That ain't my fault. Whatever our situation was when we broke up, that's my fault.
Yeah.
But what you do after, that's on you. So, we'll continue it and then we'll talk on it.
And literally, like, you guys don't understand who I am really inside. This shit hurts. Like, I sat there, dog, and, like, I went and I deleted, like, I don't know. Okay, I got trained, and what? And what? And what? Well, you think that's gonna hurt me? Oh my god, look, I'm crying. Oh my god, I'm crying. And you know what? And they loved it too. They love this fucking pussy. They love this pussy that they fucking sparked me up and bought me food right after.
Sparked me up and bought me food. I mean, like, so if all it takes for you to give out some pussy is to get smoked out and fed,
it's like $10, maybe $12.
It's bitches out here fucking for less, so cool. But also, don't cry in the next... I don't know what order these videos came out in.
Depending on how many guys it was.
So again,
like
if it
$2
was like...
a person.
I'm saying, if it was a point to where, like... I feel like some people make decisions, and then they regret those decisions later. And that seems like what's going on to me. But also, again, I don't have all the facts. If it's the point to where, like... I don't know, she was in, like, some type of weird relationship or abusive relationship where she felt like that was okay, and then she just, like, let that happen, and, like, that's a completely different topic. But, like, from what I'm gathering from it, it's like hey, nigga did some shit, so to get back at nigga, I'm gonna fuck A, B, C, and D person to get back at you. So if that's the case, I have no sympathy, because, like, my thing is, you make your own decisions in life, and, like, basic laws of, what is it, like... What is Newton's laws? What are they called?
Physics?
Yes,
Relativity?
physics. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So, like, if you decide to fucking suck, like, a whole plethora of niggas. Like, okay, cool. Like, didn't nobody ask you to put all that shit online for everyone in the world to know, or everyone that follows you to know? You could have kept that shit to your fucking self, but you chose to, like, put that shit on a forum where everyone and their mama and their grandmama and their great-great-grandmama can know
and talk
that you decided to allow somebody to run a train on you. And then, like, the other video that's on there is literally just like, yeah, I got a train on me, so what? Like, that's your... Cool. If you feel that way, like, then stand behind your shit and, like, just be confident in what the fuck you do and be honest to that shit. But, like, if it's to the point where, like, you've done this thing and it's something that you feel ashamed about, then maybe you shouldn't share it with everybody.
And bear in mind, we don't know
Yeah,
if
I don't
somebody
know
else
for
put her
sure.
on blast.
So if it's someone else who put it on
train.
blast, and that's just like a whole other scenario. But if it's something that you like voluntarily was like, yeah, I got a train ran on me. Who gives a fuck? Because like I like that shit. What you like is your preference. And my thing is, at the end of the day, people in the world are just gonna judge you for whatever. If you wear too short of a skirt, they're gonna call you a hoe. If you try to like wear a knee-length skirt, then bitch will be like, oh, that's a hoe trying to be like a preacher's daughter. Everyone's gonna judge you for something. So my thing is like, be authentically you, because who gives a fuck? I'd rather have like the best time of my life being like true to myself than like pretending to be somebody that I'm actually not, and then have someone judge that fake person I'm pretending to be. But I'm comfortable with me, so like whatever I do or do not like is like my fucking business. Whatever every other people got going on, that ain't got shit to do with me. So like I'm not gonna try to like pretend to be something for the sake of YouTube or like Instagram or fucking Twitter or whatever the fuck else platform that there is. I'm just like a real ass bitch. That's all I got to like offer to the plate.
So on the specific topic of the train situation,
yeah, I'm not for it.
You gotta have someone who is down for a train, who is down for the people in the train, and fine with it. In the past, there was a household that I was a part of, wherein whatever you want to happen, it's like Fantasy Island, huh? Anywho, so there was a household that I was a part of.
Okay.
I did not say that. Wherein whatever you want to happen inside those closed doors will happen.
Okay.
And so a girl I was talking to brought her friend, and they were quite aware of the rules.
Okay.
So me and the friend go off in the master bedroom, and her friend.
The girl you were talking to?
Me and the friend, the girl I'm talking to, go into the master bedroom. Her friend takes by the hand, or equivalent. She, not me.
Oh.
The other guys that are there at the time.
Okay.
You, and you come with me back here into this bedroom. Why?
Sorry.
That's not important.
That doesn't matter. Okay.
She say, hey, come on back here. So they go to the back. The night is long. So me being the host, I go and check up on her. And like, hey, everything good? You good? You need anything? You know, lube, whatever you need, you know. And, you know, fine. Everything's good to go.
Okay.
So they leave. Get a call back saying, oh, she says that this one person wasn't welcome. Out of it, at whole row of people.
Okay.
So this one person wasn't welcome.
Okay.
Like, so the person didn't join in. The person was there. The person viewed and watched. Didn't join in. Mm-hmm. But the accusation was there. And so you have to always be careful about who you even invite into that kind of situation. Okay. It's not for everybody.
I hate to bring it up, but what race was this?
Everybody was black.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Mm-hmm. No, I'm just saying, because, like, some people are more prone to call, like, rape. Or, like, say, oh, they weren't, like...
Again, this was, remember the story? I think I might have told you. The story where I was talking to a girl, and the guy she was dating was in a different city. And then her friend snitched on her that she was messing with me. And then come to find out, that friend had been sleeping with her dude since high school. And we're in college. You did tell me that, actually, yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is that same group of people.
So my thing is, like...
So the friend...
I don't know. I just feel like if there's one person... Okay, but you literally said you, and you come here. So she chose.
She chose.
So how are you going to choose specifically who you want, and then in the aftermath
and wait, this is in the blackout room. Like, there's no lights in the room. It's just
So
black.
She just picking niggas at random?
No, that's what and afterwards, she's like, well, I think that this person came in and did so.
But she doesn't know for sure.
There you go.
Okay, so you can't accuse people of shit. And then also, my thing is, like, if you're in a blackout room, don't choose random people to fuck you.
And then say, but I think
or maybe
this
even
one
not
did
fuck you, just to, like, do whatever. So, like, don't choose random people to do whatever. So if there's somebody who's like a voyeur and they just want to watch, or if it's someone who's like a participating, or if someone who like you just like give head to and not fuck, or just someone you fucking don't give head to, like if you know that it's something that you may not be comfortable with in the aftermath, then don't sit there and like willingly like exploit yourself to random people if you feel like in the aftermath it may be a problem. Because my thing is, knowing my shallow ass, I'm not finna be like, oh, okay, I feel this person, so you and you and you, come on. I don't know what the fuck y'all look like. I don't know who the fuck you are.
Before you go into the blackout room, there's lights everywhere.
Oh, so she knows who she chose.
Yeah.
Okay, bitch, nah, sorry. Nope, sorry, but no. If you chose 5 people, or 7, or 2, or 1, who cares? If you choose people when you're conscious, or not conscious, I'm sorry, when you're like aware of who you're choosing, you can't in the aftermath then say, hey, this particular thing happened and I wasn't with it, because you made that decision. Like, you had all the power in that point. You could have just said you and that's it, or you could have said 2 people or whatever. You basically you have all the power, and that's also why I feel like a lot of women don't like recognize.
I heard that liquor, like, hold on.
I know.
Wait, the liquor's catching me. Yeah.
But like, I feel like that's what some people don't recognize, especially whenever it comes to like more like BDSM shit. Like, not even trying to get into that, like, whatever. But like, you, like, the whole thing about it is that it's 2 people who trust each other, so you both have power in that instance. So it's like there's literally a like, what's the word? A safe word for that purpose, so that if shit gets too far, you say this thing.
For the top and the bottom, that
Yeah,
relationship.
like, you guys have an understanding, and it's just, like, weird to me that people don't, like, take that. Like, as a male and as a female, you have a choice. Like, you can just sit straight. Like, there are people who will, like, try to violate your choice. I'm not saying, like, if you, like, got to that point that, like, you had a choice in the opinion, so you should have done better. Because that's like Kanye saying, like, black people chose slavery. Fuck you, Kanye, by the way. It's a completely different topic. But anyway, I'm just saying, I feel like in life you have a choice, and you can, like, articulate what it is that you do and do not want. So if you choose something, then if you, in the end, like, math of the situation, like, change your mind about it, don't blame the person, because that's your choice. Just say, hey, like, I did X, Y, and Z. I feel bad about this particular person involved in that X, Y, and Z thing. So, like, I don't, like, you know, that's something that I'm not proud of for this person, but everything else was awesome. Say that, but don't sit there and try to make, like play the victim role and make somebody seem like they just, like, force themselves upon you when you're the one who chose what you wanted. Because that's fucked up.
I got you.
And especially with black males, like, it's fucked up that people, like, kind of subject you to that shit. Like, you'll agree to something, and then if you feel bad about it in the aftermath, you'll be like, oh, well, he forced himself upon me. Bitch, you know how hard it is to come back from, like, a rape charge? Like, how many women get actual rape charges? And I'm not even saying that women don't rape men, because that shit happens, but, like, how many men are going to report being raped by a female? And how many people are going to believe that male who says that shit? And that's what pisses me off. Because, like, you'll just get away you'll get away with shit, because, like, fucking sexist shit if you're a female, but, like, if you're a male and you do some shit, a bitch can just, like, fuck you and enjoy it, and then call rape because they're embarrassed in the aftermath, and I really don't fuck with that shit. So, like, any bitch who's ever lied on a nigga, like, fuck you, and I hope that you, like, get AIDS and die. Which is a lot, but maybe not the die part. Maybe just get HIV, because that's, like, not AIDS, exactly. But, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, that's fucked up. Don't do that shit. Don't lie on nobody. If you feel like it's somebody's dick that you would lie on in a negative context, then just don't put it inside you in the first place. That's all I have to say. And I'm done.
She went in on that.
Because that makes me mad.
She didn't even want to touch the subject, but she went in on it.
It's like, that's not right.
Well, hold on. So, okay. So, I'm going to give a different side of it. Some people really enjoy trains. Okay. Again, as long as everybody's consensual and on the same page from start to finish, cool. So, I met a girl at a club. I worked there, okay? And it just so happened she was on the night when the club was canceled. But she didn't know. So, she came in, like, oh, I'm new in town, la, 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 la. Matter of fact, this is the same girl I told you when the one time it was just feeling like magical. Like, ooh. Cool. The only girl in history that I could tell you, flat out, her ass felt fantastic. That she could have turned me into an ass guy potentially if I kept like smashing with her.
Magical.
But it was magical. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Okay. So,
met her, kicked it, cool. We had our fun. But she was like, well, I hear that you get down like this, this, and this. So, okay. I was like, well, yeah, if that's what you're into, this is what's going to happen. This night. We're going to be at this club, and then we're going to do this, and then the after party. And I give a whole rundown of how shit works. Like, at the club, in this back room, X, Y, and Z go down. In the bathroom, X, Y, and Z go down.
Yeah.
Before the party, X, Y, and Z go down. After the party, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K go down. So, what do you want? And she's like, she told me her alphabet. I'm like, okay, well, come on. She came. She had a great time at the party. Before the party, after the party. After the party, had so much fun. She and without me even having anything to do with it, she made her own connections.
Okay.
That apparently there was a day I was away, and there's a house full of everybody, and she's the only female. Had a great time, made a nice video, and
She made videos and
had
shit.
a great time.
Pro.
It was blindfolded. It was just spin around and whatever you land on, you go.
That's who's getting it.
That's the kind of scenario. So
Interesting.
shit gets real. So
Apparently.
I wasn't there. I was only told about it thereafter.
Okay.
And so she got done with this particular group. Let's say this group had a color. Give me any color.
We'll say red.
Okay, so these people were the red group.
Okay.
When she got done with the red group, she jumped over to the. Give me another color.
Yellow.
She jumped over to the yellow group.
It's stoplight signs.
Groups. So she jumped to the yellow group. I'm not gonna say that I made her change up who she was to enjoy groups, but I facilitated.
You turned her out.
And she enjoyed every minute of it, apparently. Okay. So, yeah. These things happen.
That's my thing, though. Like, if people enjoy it, then that's fine. Like, as long as you're a person who, like, okay, I did this particular thing, and, like, it was awesome, and I would do it again, and, like, you own that shit, then do you. But, like, don't take part in some shit. Like, because my thing is, I've, like, done some stuff where I'm, like, kind of, mine might feel a little weird about it. I'm like, I don't know, like, whether, Like, I may not be comfortable with the fact that I like something, and it's, like, kind of strange because it's a new something. But, like, also, I just feel like you can't blame other people for your particular experiences. So, like, if it's something that you like, but you haven't, like, been honest with yourself about liking it, you can't then turn to the person who did it and said, oh, well, you're, like, fucked up because you did this particular thing to me, and, like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, okay, but it's something that you like. So, like, just either, like, own your shit, and just own your shit in secret, and don't tell the rest of the world. You ain't gotta tell a goddamn person. Like, yeah, niggas, honestly, like, dudes, like, gossip just as much as women do, in my experience, I found, but also they, like, kind of keep it, they're better at keeping that shit in between the dudes.
Well,
women are the type of bitches that, like,
for
say
people
some
of
shit.
color, and these colors, red and yellow.
That's what I'm saying. So my thing is, like, for women, most people, like, most chicks that tell people, like, their friends, oh, this and that happened, the bitches you told probably gonna tell somebody because they feel like it's a +1 thing, which that's not how it works, but anyway. Some people do that, but I feel like guys, like, gossip just as much as women. They're just better about keeping their mouths closed about stuff. So, the
public won't know because it's only meant for
it would just
red,
be between
blue,
the three
green.
people or however many people that did what they did. They're just like, oh, you remember that one time that bitch, like, was doing X, Y, Z?
Or you go to the party like, hey, ain't that girl who like to kick you?
Yeah, you're like, oh, is that so-and-so? And I'll give a face, and you're like, yeah, that's so-and-so. And it's like, everybody else is like, what the fuck? But you know it's an inside joke between each other. Mm-hmm. So, like, my thing is, like, if you're into something, it's fine for you to be into something, even if it's not something that you're comfortable with doing because it's something new to you. It's fine. Like, my thing is, I don't dissect why I like particular things. I'm just like, cool, this is what I like. Because my thing is, I feel like by dissecting it, you may get creeped out, and then you're like, I don't want this anymore. And I know what I like, so I want to continue doing what it is that I like.
Gotcha. Now, I did see a photo, almost like a meme. Somebody took a screenshot. A lady was like, yo, so yeah, I got pregnant in the train.
Oh,
blah, blah, blah.
That's terrible.
And the comment was like, ooh, if it's a boy, name it Thomas. And the next person was like, no, don't name it Thomas. I was like, that's so if you don't want that kind of scenario, please use protection.
Oh, fuck. Be smart about your shit.
Yeah, do use protection. If you can, get everybody
Jesus.
tested. Because, again,
Said they
if
were
one person
Thomas.
got it, chances are
hilarious.
everybody's going to catch it.
Yeah.
Or at least everybody after the person
Like,
who...
be safe. Be responsible. Be safe. If you know that you had sex with someone previously, make sure you get tested before you have sex with the next person. Because, like, that's gross. And also, like, nobody wants to have the embarrassment of having to tell... Because you literally have to call everyone in that lineup. Like, hey...
I've been in a
up.
situation like that.
Yeah, like,
back in
nobody
high
wants to
school,
have to
we
deal
ran
with
a
that
train,
shit.
and I didn't even want to be a part of the train. She pulled me in the room, was like, "Why didn't you come?" I was like, "I don't know you like that."
Yeah.
She was like, "Well, I want you to come in here."
In high school?
Yeah.
But you're getting trains run on them in high school?
You just
Damn.
get trains in middle school. What are you talking about?
Are you serious?
Shit.
Wow.
And that's
See, I
that's
didn't
late
even,
game.
like-
People was pregnant,
I was a
had
very
kids
late
and shit.
bloomer, so I didn't even started doing anything sexual until like 19. So.
You sleep. People were
I'm
having
glad,
kids by
though,
like
'cause I
12.
was more like woke. I ain't got time for that.
At what age did you lose your virginity?
19.
I was 6.
Like, it was consensual.
It was consensual. I was not molested or
6?
anything.
You
6.
like knew how sex worked at 6.
We found porn.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because like I've like had someone like lay on top of me, lay on top of me. That's sex.
No, we was
And I
doing
like,
porn shit at 6.
Jeez, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's super
was
young. I mean,
Good
like,
shit.
you know,
It's
people
fun.
have, and that's also like the scary thing is people have access to shit so much easily. But yeah. So
So final thoughts. Oh, and also the white girls who like BBC or the bull situation who like to get trained out, cockeyed or whatever.
I don't know, man.
That's
I'd
just
be
hilarious.
careful. I just say be careful. Tread carefully.
Yeah.
Because some people be like calling rape.
What?
I'm just-
Okay.
I've been-
Anyway, we'll come back. Well,
That's
that'll be a
another
whole other
topic for
story.
another
Yeah.
day, yeah. So.
So final thoughts. If you yourself have had a train, or you ran a train, or if you would be in a part of a train,
or
if
just
you have
whatever
any
your opinions
thoughts,
are.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go
Like,
ahead
give
and
it
comment
to
down
us.
below. We want to hear. I've been in trains. I'm not ashamed of it. Shit happens. It's good times.
I've not particularly fond of them, but you know, like
Oh,
teach their own. So
To,
if
to
you,
her
if you
too
do
is too
not,
much.
then you
She needs
I just
attention
can't.
one on one.
Like that's too much attention. Like I feel like everybody needs equal attention, and I just can't. I'm not a fan of multitasking in that prospect, so that's just not for me. But again, like if you do like it, don't. Whatever your opinion is, share it with us, and like you know, that's cool. So awesome.
So with that said, we're done here.
Yeah, get another awesome day.
Where's the mouse?
I don't know.